Alright, Guardians, it's your boy Cheech back again for another YouTube video today. Today we're going to be going over a new Warlock build that I think is being slept on across the entire Destiny community, so let's get right into it. Alright guys, so this build that I think is super slept on is going to be my Nezarec Sin Void build. This is a super easy build to go ahead and copy and paste, and honestly I think it's going to be one of the builds that I have in contention for day one. So kicking it off, first things first, we're going to head over to our subclass, which we are going to be running Vortex Nova Bombs. This is completely up to you. You can use whatever you want. If you want to use Cataclysmic or Nova Warp, doesn't matter. They will all work the same. Next up, we're going to have Healing Rifts, Burst Glide, or whatever jump or movement ability you would like, followed by Pocket Singularity because it's the only one, and Vortex Grenades. Personally, I like Vortex Grenades because it pulls the enemies towards the grenade, so you don't have to be as accurate when throwing it. We're going to be using Child of the Old Gods mixed with Feed the Void. If you guys aren't aware, Feed the Void. Void ability, Kill, gives you Devour. While Devour is active, Final Blows restore your health and extend it. Child of the Old Gods, it's your little Void Soul that you get when you pop your Rift. Also, when a target is being drained, you are granted grenade and melee energy, and defeating a target who is being drained grants you class ability energy. Moving on to our fragments down here, we're going to be using Echo of Instability, Echo of Expulsion, Echo of Undermining, and Echo of Cessation, which is one of the new ones. If you aren't aware, the new Echo of Cessation fragment, finish your final blows, grant a burst of void damage that causes nearby combatants to become volatile. We're not really going to be using it for that. What we're going to be looking for is defeating volatile targets creates a void breach. Now, to tie this all in together, we're going to be going over to our artifact here. We're going to be selecting Volatile Flow, picking up an Orb of Power, grant your void weapons volatile rounds, along with bricks from beyond. Now, to get these to work correctly, you're also going to want to make sure you have on authorized void mods and authorized grenade mods, as they will become very important when going into the mods for the build. So, weaponry to be using. The only one that matters is going to be Funnel Web or a void weapon of your choice. You can use Funnel Web, Phallus X, Hollow Denial if you want to use a double special kind of build. You can also use Le Monarch, Collective Obligation. Any of these will work perfectly as long as it is a void-based weapon. For your kinetic and your power weapon, this doesn't matter. You can use whatever you want. Here I'm showing Izanagi's Burden mixed with the Wendigo. These are going to be for boss damage, and I will get into the day one aspect of this when we get over to our boots. Starting off on our helmet, which is going to be Nezarec Sin. Void damage kills increase ability, energy, and recharge rate. For every kill you get with void damage, grants you 200% super and class ability regen, and 300% grenade and melee for 2.5 seconds. Now, this can stack and max out at 20 seconds in total. Grenade and melee class ability and super regen. So, moving on to our gloves. See here, we got them right here. Stats. On my armor, I went for 39 mobility, 102 resilience, 54 recovery, 70 discipline, 52 intellect, and 60 strength. The only numbers that really matter here are going to be your resilience, as this is directly tied to your survivability with your damage reduction. Next up, I wanted to focus on discipline and get this up to 70. Then I went melee, recovery, and grenade. I wanted all these to be above tier 5, and we have that. Now let's head over to the loadout, and I will show you guys a breakdown of all of our mods. So, on our helmet for Nezarec Sin, we're going to be using an intellect mod, which doesn't matter, but you're going to want to use a harmonic siphon, heavy ammo scout, and a heavy ammo finder. These two right here are going to stack with bricks from beyond, where your void weapon of choice, so whether that be Funnel Web, Collective, Phallus, or Hollow, they will all be granting heavy ammo for you and your teammates, which is very important during a boss encounter on the new Root of Nightmares raid. Going back over into our armor here, let's go to our arms. We're going to be using a strength mod, which that doesn't really matter for you. We're going to be using firepower, impact, induction. These right here, what they're going to allow you to do is your firepower. Your grenade final blows are going to create orbs of power, as well as impact reduction, causing damage with a melee attack, reduces your grenade cooldown. These are going to tie in together, and you will see the rotation later in the video of the perfect damage cycle for this. So your orbs of power from your grenade, orbs of power from your void weapon, you're going to be getting your damage buff on your weapons. So as you can see here, we have a kinetic weapon surge, and 2 arc weapon surges. So this is going to give Izanagi's Burden or your kinetic weapon a 10% damage buff, and the 2 of these stacked together is going to give your heavy weapon, in my case Wendigo, a 17% damage buff whenever you have armor charges. So moving on to our class ability, I just have arc reserves on. This is being left open in case during day 1 I need to switch to concussive dampener, sniper, or melee resist. I will have the ability to do so. For our class item we're going to be using is bomber, as well as time dilation and bomber. Double bombers, they're going to stack grenade cooldown when using your class ability, as well as time dilation. Your decaying armor charge has a longer duration, so you're not going to lose your damage buff as quickly. We're going to show some gameplay and the correct damage cycle that I would do when using this build. Don't forget, link will be in the description for the dim loadout, as well as you can pause the video at any point and take a look at the mod itself. If you like the armor we're rocking here, as you know, the end game of Destiny is truly drip. Here is the drip for the build. Go ahead and screenshot that if you need to. Here's a full 360. Go the other way so you guys get a full look. It looks pretty cool with the robes of Ezrek, as well as this will give you the secret voice lines in Neomuna. So let's get into some gameplay and build rotation.